Hi guys, welcome back to Karge's Orchids. Happy to see you here, and thanks for being here. Yeah, what's this beauty in front of you in this video? There's a 1 meter tall orchid, including the spike. Yeah, it's an outcome. It's one of the outcomes from Lund's orchid show. If you watch my previous video, you know what I'm talking about. It just felt like walking slowly into a cloud, a beautiful heavenly cloud, and be able to choose and pick for yourself. Watch the roots, watch the leaves, watch the condition, examine the orchid, look thoroughly for any kind of insects, talk about the orchid, ask questions, see the actual size of it in reality. Nothing makes up for that feeling, to be able to do such a thing, instead of just looking at pictures in web shops and pick an orchid. And maybe, perhaps, it will be in a good condition when it arrives. And in many cases, they aren't in a very good condition or shape or form when they arrive. So now I had the opportunity and the chance to pick them out all by myself. So it was really heaven for me. This is one of the orchids I got. I just couldn't resist it. And you can probably see and tell why. Look at it. Now we'll turn on the flashlight. Yeah, it has to be done today, this video. And all the lights in my apartment happen to be switched off all at the same time. So, yeah, we'll have to make do with this kind of light setting. But anyway, look at it. Yeah, I cannot feel any scent right now, but maybe she's only scented during daytime. So I don't really know. I don't know much about this orchid, really. But I have a similar one, the tangerine antelope, in my living room. So, but this one is a much taller one. I picked it. It was a last sample. And I got my first holy clay pot. So, but they are still not sold in this country, so now at least I got one of those. Quite low one as well. About 10 centimeters, 4 inches high. And about 12, 13 centimeters, 5 inches wide, perhaps, yeah. And of course, you would like to see what it costed. It's €23. Yes, and it is Dendrobium helix times Dr. Utai. Yeah, it will not be repotted. It shall stay as it is. And yeah, and a good new growth coming up here to the side. Yes, yeah. The loveliest of blooms, really. I just love this orchid. This is the best haul I ever made, for the best prices as well. And in this plastic bag, they hung them up. They made a hole to the plastic bag to the side, so they were able to hang them up. These two guys. So they could stay in the same plastic bag without being destroyed by any means. On this lovely clay mount. And this one carries 2 spikes. 1 and 2 spikes. And I think there are 2 plants on this mount. And it is, yay, get to the point. What is it? It's a, the genus I can never pronounce right, but Erengis Kirkii. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but never mind. Me pronouncing it is what I'm holding in my hand that counts, isn't it? This spike is developing kind of nicely good sized one, and this lovely mount. I just happen to love these kinds of clay mounts, so it's gonna stay in the, yeah, you guessed it, the cabinet. 190 crowns. It is about €19, but it's not bad for this size orchid in spike, is it? On this kind of expensive clay mount. So I think I will be happy and satisfied with this purchase. I'm going to put it aside and show you the other one. What on earth? It is a spike which is going it's going inside into the fan, actually. So yeah, the bad news became good news. So this one actually carries 2 good spikes instead of only one. This is the only spike I saw. This one was really just crawling, and it was bent into this orchid, as you saw. Yeah, I managed to pull it out. In growing stage, green root tips, really nice. Good size, I think. Yeah. And what is it? Yay. Another oranges, and this one is called Mystacidii. Yeah. Forgive my pronunciation, but oranges Mystacidii, whatever. 17.5 euro for this lovely orchid. It's a bargain. It really is. So happy. And this lovely one is a good-sized Phalaenopsis violacea. Look at it. It's just newly repotted. It's just been ripped out from its old setup and placed into this bark and this new shiny new pot, plastic pot. So I will have to do something with it. Replace it, or pot it up a little bit better. Yeah, not so fast in a hurry. As these guys, yeah, they really was in a hurry. And, well, no spike to it. But its roots looks really great here. At least in a cluster. So, it's a good sized one. No new leaf here, but the leaves it's got are really shiny. Looking extremely healthy. So, I'm glad for this one. And this is another one from Brandorfforchide in Denmark. And the reason why I picked this particular one, this one, was a little bit shorter than the other one they had. They had one more piece of the same one, same variety, also in spike. It also had 2 spikes, it was a little bit higher, but that one's leaves were a little bit more sloping, and its roots weren't in this kind of great growing stage. Not so many, or none, as a matter of fact, growing green root tips. And it also had some white spots on its leaves. And I will never take the risk of getting more pests than I already have been receiving in the past. No way. That's why I choose the smaller one. And it's 20 euro. Not so bad. This is a good-sized Gastrochilus acutifolius. And you know what, guys? I didn't even look it up on Google. So I have no idea what its blooms look like. Really, really nice. Yeah. Here comes a sad story. But at the same time, a really shiny story. I had a Phalaenopsis Shrinerihanna from Hans Christiansen in Orkidéen-Garten in Denmark. I got it April 17, a few years ago. It took 1 year and it bloomed. Smaller than this one. Yes. I switched position and brought it into my kitchen. Put it next to the other ones affected by a black rot Cattleya. So, yeah, it took them down, really. A few of the fowls. And this one came along and caught crown rot. My beautiful Shrinerihanna is now gone. But this is a replacement plant for it, the Shrinerihanna Phalaenopsis from Brandorfforchide. And they told me that this one had about 1 year left to blooming size, but yeah, it's not true. Because my old one bloomed a lot smaller. But I think that my old one's foliage looked a little bit better. Had better markings, better mottled leaves. A little bit more like this leaf. A little bit more compressed spots. But it doesn't matter. There are 2 varieties out there, at least, I think. So it would be fun to have something different. I believe the flowers will come out, yeah, singular, so it's only the foliage. My old one's leaves were a bit more leathery, like, and a lot thicker, just like a succulent, actually. But it's a good one, and it was quite cheap. I just happened to stumble over this one, so, well, then this one reminded me that I lost my old one, so, and I wanted to replace it. And I haven't seen it in any web shop lately, so I just keep forgetting, so, yeah, I'm happy. And another one, in a little dog poop bag. Yeah, you know, plastic bags are really, really rare in this country. It's just about the most valuable item you can ever possess nowadays, when everything else are put into plastic or made of plastic. The plastic bags are the real issue in this country. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I found it kind of crazy, but that's me. Anyway, I didn't get a bag. Yeah, get to the point. This one is from, yay, I got the name, Orkidé-Huset, Holeby. Orchid house in Holeby in Denmark. It should be. About 20, yeah, never mind, about 20 euro for this one. Pedallum del Rossi. So, it's got a large capital letter D del Rossi. I thought it was a species, and found that I've been wanting this one for a while, and it's got a bit pointy, sharp-edged petals, and its background color to its bloom, of course. I'm talking about the bloom. It's about its background color is pink with darker pink stripes to it. It looks incredible, this one, and it's got much foliage, yay, and some good roots showing here. And it is blooming, yeah, maybe 1 year from flowering size, but yeah, well worth its price. Good. Now back to Brandorfforchide. They had a stand, or no, they had a room, orchid room, the display place, next to the one I just recently showed you, Rossi. And I happened to find Bulba phylum, good gelatum. If you watch my previous videos, yeah, I guess you already know that I already have the very same variety. But it's so small, and it aborted, not aborted, but it dropped its leaves. And a few of its pseudobulbs died, rotted off, my old one. And I still got it, yeah. And it bloomed annually in September for me. And maybe it's still gonna put out some spikes, I'm not sure. But when I found this one, yeah, I was sold. This kind of pseudobulb. I will need to show you my old one, so you know what I'm talking about, really. So this this one is my old one. You see the tag? Bulba phylum, gut gelatum. It's here, and it's sharing the same pot, same basket with my Bulba phylum fascinator. This doesn't seem to be growing all that wide, so I just figured, why not? I ran out of baskets, so why not? And it's working out fine, but this one hasn't been giving me any blooms this year, and this is the reason why. Smaller canes, and I just keep forgetting to water it frequently enough. I mean, orchids should be easy to reach, easy to care for. Yes, and this one isn't. But anyway, enough talk. This is what's left of it, and this one won't bloom this season. So, this one instead, for the same amount of money. Yeah, and you can see, it's been blooming already. September is its blooming season, so this one will probably not provide us with any more spikes this season. It's one of the most interesting bulbos, I think, by my opinion. So, and I got a little plant for free. Doesn't look much for the world, but to me, it means a lot to begin a free plant. But it's fading kind of rapidly without a saucer of water. Can you see what it is? It's a carnivorous orchid. I'm gonna make a pop-up with its name since I forgot it. And she told me that this little leaf that dropped when she was wrapping this orchid up, it's just as easy as this. Put it back down and this leaf will create roots. And I believe it. I believe it when I see it. But yeah, that's what she told me. And this one is gonna this part is the whole plant is really loose. So I will need to repot the whole lot, but I got it for free. Yay! But it's dropping all of its leaves. Anyway, forget about this one and continue. I got another Phalaenopsis Vivian Sogo. Variegated leaves. Not that I don't have any. But these guys, I have my old ones still. But it's not in bloom. But this one is, and this one has got the most remarkable, magnificent variegated leaves. That even better than the one I already have. And it's in bloom. Lots of good buds to open up in the near future. Nah, I'm not sure if it's scented. I don't think so. But good root set. Nice one. Yes. Here's another one. It's from Karge, I think. The tag will reveal where it's from. Da-da! €25. Rossi Dawn. Words are redundant. Look at it. These guys comes in many different cultivars. And this one is one of them. And it's scented as well. That's not bad. Look at the form, shape and condition of this plant. Look. And it also carries a new fan, which has not yet bloomed. Yes. 2 new fans, as a matter of fact. And the old one I got from them were, bad orchid, really. So, it's not here anymore. It rejected the high temperatures in the cabinet. It was a really, really bad plant to begin with. So, this one is a lot better and a better foliage. Very nice. Here's another one from Karge Orchids in Denmark. Gemelii confusa. It's a funny one, and I know that this one requires high humidity, and it's got good roots all over the place, down into the pot. It's sitting in bark mixture, and it will remain so. I don't know how high this one will grow, but we shall see. Yeah, I tried this one out, a small one, many years ago, and it dried out. It needed a lot more humidity, so this one will receive it in the cabinet. And we have a rarity here for €20. It's Pedallum Mike Kopovich. It's a hybrid cross, but nevertheless, it's a really good plant. That kind, I mean, for that amount of money, it's a bargain, really. Sitting in bark, some seashells, crushed seashells and stuff. A little bit more calcium craving orchid. That's kind of good quality. Yes. Happy. These guys aren't really easy to find out there. And here's another great rarity. It is let's see, Pedallum philippinense from Karge. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and yeah, 4 new growth, yeah, on the way, and 2 old large growth fans. It's a good grower, and yeah, wait a sec, and here you can see another example of how good of a grower it is. This one is the Pedallum philippinense Robellini. Look, lots of new growth all of the time. So it's a good grower. But anyway, really nice one. Nice sample of this one. I picked the best one, very best one, for a good price as well. They are really expensive, these guys. Yes. Now it's only 2 orchids left. This one and the surprise orchid for you guys who's watched this video all the way to the end. You other guys will not be able to see it, so yeah. yeah. Anyways, this is a pragmapedium, codon. That looks like a species, yeah. There's some moss to it. €25. It's not bad for a pragmapedium. And this one craves a lot of water. It needs to be constantly moist. Yes. I'm going to put it on a tray, a plastic tray. Pragmapedium. It's long sepals, curling like beads. Yeah, it's going to be so great to see this one in bloom. And now over to the very last orchid. All of my apartment has a nice scent to it. Really nice scent. From this beautiful Stanhopeia occulata. Yeah, I couldn't resist buying this one. In spike. God, it's so difficult to show you. Here's its blooms. Look at it. They are already fading a bit from transport, and they will fade in a couple of days. The spike will be overbloomed. Anyways, they aren't very long-lived, these guys, but they are very fragrant and lovely. But you can see there's another spike coming, and it's not broken, it's really sturdy. So I was a little bit nervous when I was trying to transport this one in my car, in my luggage. But it worked. Spike is intact, really, and it's got a nice flavor. I mean, it's got a nice scent, really nice fragrance, and a new growth coming there, another new growth coming there. Yeah, and it's sitting in this lovely basket with huge holes to it, and with a gorgeous large hole to the middle here. Yeah, it's not easy to show you, but it's there, and it will not be repotted for the next couple of years, perhaps. Yeah, this one has got potential, really. €25 in bloom and spike. Yeah, and this one is a little bit more compact growing. Its leaves are a lot more compact, shorter, wider than the one I recently gave away. Yeah, never bloomed for me, so I got tired of it. They don't like being repotted, so that much I noticed about these guys. That's my experience, so yeah, it's better to keep them in a degraded bark than repotting it into fresh media. Yeah, I think so. It'll go downhill so severely if you repot it. That's my experience. It never ever worked for me. I only destroy them by repotting them. So this one's going to remain here. Yeah, for a very long time. So guys, that will be all. Thank you all guys so much for watching this video, and we should talk soon. Bye bye.